fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that each one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you with a single word. Tradition! We've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear little prayer shawls. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, each one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home. The Papa!
We've always had our special types. For instance, Yenta, the matchmaker.
Avram! I have the perfect match for your son.
Who is it?
Ruckle, the shoemaker's daughter.
Ruckle? Why, she can barely see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? With the way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match!
And Reb Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor, alms for the poor, alms for the poor. Here, Reb Nachum, is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? But last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
So, if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important of all, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
And then there are the others in our village. They have a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. And amongst ourselves, we always get along perfectly well. Well, there was the time when he sold him a horse and delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live together in simple peace and harmony.
You are a liar.
You're a thief.
That was no fine animal.
That was a fine animal.
It was not.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
Tradition, tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
It's almost Sabbath, and he worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on the top of his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your Papa to me. I know him a lot longer than you. He could drive a person crazy. He should only live and be well. Sprinza, bring me some more potatoes. Chava, are you finished milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Mama, Yente's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's finally found a good match for you, Tzeitel.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Go finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yente alone.
Can I go out to play?
You have feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go too.
But Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old, and he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry cannot be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Shut! Do you have to boast about your age? You want to tempt the evil eye? Go.
Golden darlings, I have such news for you. And not just every day of the week news, but once in a lifetime news. Where are your daughters? Outside, no? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda, I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I'm a poor widow, alone. No one to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him gives me very little pleasure because, you know as well as I, he was not much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. But better than nothing.
Good day. Is Tzeitel in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. You can come back later.
I'd like to tell her something.
Later.
Oh, Mama, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor little tailor model want with Tzeitel?
They have been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they played.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Yenta. Model, he said nothing. You said that you had some new
Children. They are your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was as good as gold. Never raised his voice to me. But other than that, not much of a man. So what good is it that he never raised his voice? But what's the use complaining? Other women like to complain, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. Now, Golda, I have to go prepare my poor Sabbath table, so goodbye, and it was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said that you had some news for me.
Oh! I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether. A horse will kick it into the mud, and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you he's well off. But he's lonely, poor man. You understand? Of course you do. To make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Tzeitel, my Tzeitel. Oh, the Tsar Tzeitel. Of course, your Tzeitel.
Such a match for my Tzeitel. But Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser.
Listen to me, Golda. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He'll win him over. He's a good man, a wealthy man. True? True. So, you'll tell me how it went. And aside from my fee, which anyway Laser will pay, you don't have to thank me, Golda, because it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish washing the floor.
I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Model, the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
Tzeitel, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And then after her, one for me. So if Yenta brings someone...
Yenta.
Well, someone has to arrange these matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves. She might bring someone wonderful. And interesting. And well-off. And important. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone. So find me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in the match, Papa? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
Why not? We only have one rabbi and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenta brings, you'll take. Right? Of course right! Hodel, oh Hodel, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young, all right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True? True. I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what.
Dear God, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's bad enough you pick on me, Tevye, bless him with 5 daughters, the life of poverty. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes, I think, when things get just a little too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my old friend Tevye?
There you are, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Hurry up. The sun won't wait for you, and I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Dear Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had just a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a very rich, idle, deedle, diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down. And one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud squawk and squawk and honk and honk would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a very rich, idle, deedle, diddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to call on me. They would ask me to advise them like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Tevye, pardon me, Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy book with the learned men 7 hours every day. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yabba digga digga dumba digga 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 dum. All day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba digga digga dumba digga 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 dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? I know, Reb Mordecai. I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
Of course, Mendel, I know.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
And this is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Speaking of news, terrible news from the outside world. Terrible. What is it?
What does it say?
In a village called Razhanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a terrible plague. A plague. May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
The authorities, may they start itching in places they cannot reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and you curse and chatter and you don't do anything. You all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student in the university there.
Aha, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there's more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it will land in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right? And he's right? How can they both be right?
You know, you also are right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath.
Tevye, the rabbi's order. My cheese.
I know, Reb Mendel, I know. So, you're from Kiev then, Reb?
Perchik.
So, a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me, as King David said, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And that cheese!
Here, take a piece.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
It's a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Thank you. You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it's the rich who are the criminals. One day their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes to pass, Reb Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5?
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical!
I'd be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What kind of thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I'm a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Stay with us the Sabbath. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't say that exactly, Rev Mendel, but somewhere it says something about a chicken. Good Sabbath, Rev Mendel, good Sabbath. Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine, and this is not mine. Perchik, this is Model Com's oil.
So you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Golda, this is Perchik. He's from Kiev. He'll be staying the Sabbath with us. He is a teacher. Bielka, Sprinza, would you like to take lessons from him?
I am a really good teacher. A very good teacher.
I heard once that the rabbi must praise himself as a congregation of one.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me, as the good book
The
says.
good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Model. Model, you're also eating with us? Of course, another blessing. Tzeitel, 2 more. Sprinza, Bielka, get washed.
Model can help me.
Get the table, all right? Tevye, you go too. You can wash outside of the well. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be any different? Shalom Malakeh Malakeh.
Tevye, I need to tell you that yet
I'm praying. Shalom Malakeh Malakeh.
Laser Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what? Malakeh.
I don't know, only that he says it is important.
Important? What could be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk? About what? If he wants to buy my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message, at least you can talk to him.
Talk? About what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Model, Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Tzeitel. I found someone who was selling his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks' time, I'll have saved up enough to buy it. And then your father will be impressed with me.
But Model, a few weeks may be too late.
What else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now!
Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Tzeitel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late. Where is everyone? Late.
Reb Tevye.
Come, children, we're lighting the Sabbath candles.
Reb Tevye.
Yes, Mom, what is it? Yes, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath, Mom, good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
Lord.
of your best brandy and 2 glasses.
The best brandy you have, Mason? What's the occasion? Are you planning a party?
There might be a party. There might even be a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful! And of course I'll be happy to make the wedding merry. Lead the dancing and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
Naturally. A wedding would be no wedding without you or your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
We'd like a drink. Sit down, kids.
Vodka, schnapps?
Vodka.
Right away.
Good evening, Red Vodka.
Good evening, Tevye.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Red Blazer.
Ah, Tevye, sit down. Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear it.
How's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
Oh, he wrote you?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If things were going badly, he would write. Yeah?
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, Red Blazer, I do. But there's no point in talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I want to get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more without her.
I see. Today you want 1, tomorrow you may want 2.
2? What would I do with 2?
The same thing you do with 1.
Tevye, this is important to me.
And why is this so important to you?
Frankly, because I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
Of course I know. We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow! So I won't be lonesome.
What? What's so funny?
Tevye, I'm talking about your daughter. Your daughter Tzeitel.
My daughter Tzeitel?
Of course your daughter Tzeitel. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. And well, as for me, Tevye, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I own my own home, I have a good shop and servant, and look, why do we have to try to impress each other? Let's just shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her either. And you might even find something in your own purse.
My purse? Shame! My Tzeitel is not the kind I would sell for money.
All right, just as you say, we won't talk about money. But the main thing is, let's get this done with. I'll be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with him if you want to talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everyone has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he's got a problem. He's much older. That's her problem. But she's younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher. But I misjudged him. He's a good man. He'll try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
Oh no, my friend. To you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To good health and happiness. And most important, to life. To life. L'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Here's to the father I tried to be. Here's to my bride to be. Drink l'chaim, to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Life has
has a way of confusing us, blessing and bruising us. Bring L'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful, even when he looks like pounding on the floor. How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for? Life to life, L'chaim. To Tzeitel, my daughter, my wife. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Bring L'chaim. and I will be related. You will be my papa.
Your papa. I always wanted a son, but I hoped for one a little younger than myself.
Good evening, Constable. What's the celebration? Tevye is married off his oldest daughter.
May I offer my congratulations, Tevye?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Tevye, there's a piece of news I think I should give you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor?
And I'm giving you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest person, even though you're a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We've received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom? Here?
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too much, just a little mischief so that if an inspector comes through, he will see that we've done our duty. Personally, I don't know why there needs to be this trouble between people, but I thought I should tell you and you can tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're a decent man. If I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? I know we are the chosen people, but couldn't you choose someone else every now and then? Anyway, thank you for finding a husband for my Tzeitel. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together. All right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob had worked for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. So, to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. So you see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us you must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Perchik. Yes, Perchik.
Good. Now, the next story we'll discuss is a...
Papa isn't up yet?
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night and he fell into bed like a dead man. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him, besides the fact that he's the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he was the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully towards a girl. But of course, that is to tradition traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions? Nothing must change. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing everywhere but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
I'm looking at you.
You're very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls could be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together, even dance together, new dances, like this. Do you like it? I learned it in Kiev.
It's very nice.
There. We've just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Bianca, Sprinza. What's your name?
Hodel, Papa.
And where is Tzeitel?
She's in the barn.
Call her up. And how did this morning's lessons go, Reb Perchik?
I think we made a good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up. What happened last night besides her drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. Patience. As the good book says, good news will stay and bad news will refuse to leave. And another old saying.
You can die from such a man.
Ah, Tzeitel. Tzeitel, my lad. You are to be congratulated. You are to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it. My heart told me it was our lucky day, and I thank God, dear God, I thank thee.
And what do you have to say, Tzeitel?
What can she say? Oh, my firstborn a bride. May you grow old in fortune and honor with him. Not like that Fruma Sarah. She was such a bitter woman, his first wife. May she rest in peace. Not like my Tzeitel. Oh, and now I must go tell Yenta. My Tzeitel a bride.
You call that a mazel tov? And you, Reb Perchik, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Tzeitel. I'm getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What's wrong with being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May God smite me with it, and may I never recover. Tzeitel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Tzeitel?
Yes, Papa?
There, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Why are you so silent, Tzeitel? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa, Papa.
What is it?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I will hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll rocks. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
But what's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
Oh, but we made an agreement. With us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
It was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, or that we should know a little joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Reb Tevye.
Later, Model. Later.
Reb Tevye, I would like to speak with you.
Not now, Model. I have problems.
Well, that's what I came to speak with you about. I think I can help.
Like a bandage could help a corpse. Goodbye, Model. Goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
I hear you are arranging a match for Tzeitel.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Tzeitel.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match has been exactly to measure.
Made to measure like a glove. Model, stop talking like a tailor and tell me who is it?
Please don't yell at me.
All right. Who is it?
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 It's me, myself.
Him? Himself? You're either completely out of your mind or you're crazy. You must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself? What are you? The groom? The matchmaker? The guests all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony by yourself. You must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Tevye. As for me being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Times are changing, Tevye. The truth is, your daughter, Tzeitel, and I gave each other a pledge over a year ago that we would be married.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You a stitcher! You a nothing! And who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One little time I pull a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter? Or doesn't anyone have to ask a father anymore?
Well, I've wanted to ask you for some time now, Tevye. But first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Oh, stop talking nonsense, Model! You're just a poor tailor!
Well, that's true, Tevye. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Tevye, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of a match could that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he is an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he is absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! Very well, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Tevye. I promise you will not be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Modern children. They pledged each other their troth. Golda. What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Oh, Model, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles, walked into the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God made gave man the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
Listen, Mom! Turn! Bring us out! Where is she? Where is she?
Who are you talking about?
Laserwolf's first wife. She was right there.
Anna with Tevye. From Sarah has been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
But it was so frightening.
Tell me.
All right. Only don't be afraid.
Tell me.
All right. This was my dream. In the beginning of the dream, we were having a celebration of some kind. And all our beloved departed were there. And the musicians, too. And in the middle of the dream, in walks your grandmother Tzeitel. May she rest in peace.
Grandmother Tzeitel, how did she look?
For a woman who's dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her.
A blessing on your head.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
To see a daughter wed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
For such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw, the tailor Montview come soil.
Model?
A worthy boy is he.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Of pious family.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after mine, dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Montview come soil.
A tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
I'll tell her. You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You meant the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
The tailor, Tevye, my great grandchild. A little Tzeitel who you named for me. Montvew's bride was meant to be. A blessed and
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
of heaven it was made.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
A fine and staying boy, a comfort and a joy, the tailor Montview come soil.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher Laser Wolf.
No, so you announced it, Tevye, that's your headache. And as for Laser Wolf, I say to you, Tevye, that's your headache too.
Blessing on your house, mazel tov, mazel tov. And marriage is such a spouse, mazel tov, mazel tov. And such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Montview comes
But
on.
he's a butcher.
The tailor Montview comes on.
His name is Laser Wolf. The tailor Montview comes on.
butcher! If my grandmother Tzeitel, may she rest in peace, came all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, then all we can say is that it is all for the best, and it couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, mazel tov. Like Grandma Tzeitel said, mazel tov, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor mazel comes oil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
we had when we began.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor mazel comes oil. The tailor mazel comes oil.
The tailor mazel comes oil. The tailor mazel comes oil.
Did you hear the news? Tevye Tzeitel's going to marry Masque and not Laser Wolf.
No!
Yes.
Tzeitel is marrying Masque?
Yes.
No!
Yes. Oh. Masque.
What's all the excitement?
Tevye Tzeitel's going to get married!
I know, Laser Wolf, the butcher.
No! Otto the tailor!
Otto the tailor? That's terrible news.
Mazel tov, mazel tov!
Imagine, she's going to marry Masque. I can't believe it. And what is wrong with my son-in-law? Oh, excuse me, Shane. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Shane. Mazel tov. Mazel tov, Shane.
Yassel, do you have a wedding hat for me?
Laser Wolf ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Ah, come, Otto, come.
Hava, will you watch the shop for a few minutes? I won't be long.
Of course.
Thank you, Hava.
Come, Otto, I'll show you. Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov, Papa.
Please may I pass?
What? We're congratulating you. Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov, Papa.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now listen here.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk with you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why, because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel the same way about us as they do about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things that I shouldn't. Here, take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, good. Quite right. After you return it, I'll ask you how you like it. And then we'll talk about it for a while. And then we'll talk about life and the way that we feel about things. And it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Fiedka, can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You left your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you, Hava.
Good day, Hava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiesta.
is this your little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did that?
When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when
My friends, we are gathered here to share in the joy of the newlyweds, Model and Tzeitel. May they live together in peace to a ripe old age. Amen. Amen. And our beloved Rabbi, may he be with us many, many years.
Amen.
Amen. I'd like to announce the bride's parents are going to give the newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows,
Whose pillows?
and this pair of candlesticks. Now, let us not forget tonight in our joy those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain and in poverty and in hardship, and who died in pain and in poverty and in hardship. But enough of the tears. Let us be merry and content like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift he'd like to announce himself. Come, Laser Wolf.
Just as he says, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens. One for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their married life.
Red Laser, you're a decent man. On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There's a famous old saying.
Tevye, I am not marrying your daughter. I don't need to listen to your sayings.
Only this is second.
Why should I listen to you? A man who breaks his agreement.
Not now, Laser. In the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding.
It should have been.
Don't shame like Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
He shamed me in front of the whole village.
Shut up. Quiet. Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
We all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
Now I'd like to sing a song that might
And you can keep your deceased chickens!
Leave my chickens out of this! We need a bargain!
The terms weren't settled!
You drank on it!
I heard them. They drank on it.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher!
My own grandmother came to me from the grave.
What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me from the grave and told me her grandmother was a big liar.
I'm trying to sing here.
What's all the shouting about? They drank on it, an agreement, the sign? It's all nonsense. Tzeitel wanted to marry Model and not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself?
Why not? Yes, they love each other.
Love?
He's a radical. What happens to the matchmaker?
I know. Let's all sit down.
Musicians, play! Dance! Dance! This is a wedding! Dance!
Some wedding.
What is he doing? Stop him! Who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl?
That's what comes of letting a wild man into your house!
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different, but that's...
It's not sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi,
Dancing, well, it's not exactly forbidden.
it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now, will someone dance with me?
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play!
Look at Tevye's daughter!
She's dancing for the man.
I can see she's dancing with a man, but I'm going to dance with my wife.
see we've come at a bad time. I'm sorry, Tevye, but the orders are for tonight. For the whole village. Go on, play! Play! All right, man. All right, enough! I am genuinely sorry. You understand?
Of course.
Come.
Take him in the house.
Well, don't just stand there. Clean up. That was quite a dowry you gave my Tzeitel at her wedding. Was that really necessary? Anyway, Model and Tzeitel have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're both so happy, they don't realize how miserable they are. Dear God, Model keeps talking about a sewing machine. Now I know you're terribly busy with wars, revolutions, floods, plagues, all those little things that draw people to you. But couldn't you take a second from your catastrophes and get it for him? How much trouble could it be? And while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg is... Am I bothering you too much? I'm sorry. As the good book says... Why am I telling you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Hodel.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you personally have to
Not
go out.
only me. Many people, Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what's going on. Don't you understand?
Yes, I understand. You want to leave. Then goodbye.
Hodel, your father, the others here. They think what happened at Tzeitel's wedding was a little cloudburst, then it's over, and everything will now be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people. And it's reaching everywhere. And it will reach here. Do you understand?
Yes. I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Perchik.
Before I go, there is a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and a woman known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects a unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes. I think you are asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes.
I was hoping you were.
Can I take it you approve? And we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away? I'm very happy, Mama. Very happy.
So am I, Perchik. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
I was on the outside, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you, and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's
When will we be married, Perchik?
I will send for you as soon as I can. It will be a hard life, Otto.
Yes, but it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tevye. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
Really? When?
Right away.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Perchik. We shall all miss you very much.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. For what?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
Oh, no, you're not. I know. You like him, and he likes you, but you're staying here, and you're going away. So, have a nice trip, Perchik. I hope you'll be very happy, and my answer is no.
Papa, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand. You think that because I gave my permission to Montview and Tzeitel, that also gives you the right. I like you, Perchik, but you're going away. So go in good health, and my answer is no.
Papa, you don't understand.
You're not listening. I say no. I'm sorry. We'll find somebody else for you here in Anatevka.
Tevye.
What?
We are not asking for your permission, only for your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission?
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
They're going over my head. Unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed. Impossible! At least with Montview and Tzeitel, they asked me, they begged me, but now if I like it or not, we'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One at a time I pull out a thread, and where is it led? Where is it led? Where has it led? To this. The man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first, he abandons her.
He's not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's the new style. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? But they agreed without the matchmaker, without the parents. On the other hand, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. And it seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed. Unthinkable! I lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition! Very well, children. I give you my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
What else could I do?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What am I going to tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps you could tell her something. I'm going to visit a rich uncle. Something like that.
Oh, please, Perchik. I can handle my own wife. Hold up! Hold up! Hello, Golda. I've just been talking with Hodel and Perchik.
Well?
They seem to be very fond of each other.
Well?
And so I've decided to give them my permission to become engaged. And now I'm going to...
Just like this, without even asking me.
Who asks you? I am the father.
Who is he? A pauper. He has nothing, absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. A very rich uncle. Oh, he's a good man. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. What's more important, Hodel likes him. Hodel loves him. It's a new world, Golda. A new world. Love. Golda. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well.
With our daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out, go inside, lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Now, Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well?
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cleaned your house, cooked your meals, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well?
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years,
Fietka. And it's not the first time I've seen them together.
You saw Pavel with Fietka?
Would I make it up? Oh, and Tzeitel. I happened to be at the post office earlier today, and the postman told me there's a letter there for your sister, Hodel.
Oh, wonderful. I'll go get it.
I got it. It's from her intended, Perchik.
Oh, Hodel will be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's open.
It happened to be open.
Rivka, I have such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Tzeitel married Montview and Perchik started dancing with Tevye's daughter, Hodel? Well, I just heard that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev. No! Yes!
Wait till I tell you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tevye's Hodel. Well, I've just heard that Hodel's been arrested in Kiev. Terrible, terrible. You remember Perchik, that student from Kiev? Remember how he acted when Tzeitel married Montview? Well, I just heard that Montvew's been arrested for dancing at the wedding. No, in Kiev.
Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Tzeitel's wedding, where Tevye danced with Lola. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Gola's gone to Kiev. She did!
Listen, everybody! Terrible news! Terrible!
Remember Perchik?
Yes.
Started all the trouble.
So?
I just heard from someone who should know.
What?
The gold has been arrested.
What?
Hodel's gone to Kiev. Hodel studies dancing. Tevye is acting strange. Sprinza has the measles. Yelka has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, that hero of yours? Arrested and convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself, but everything he does is for humanity.
But if he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, and Abraham and Moses? And they had troubles.
So why won't you tell me where he is now, this Moses of yours?
It is far, Papa. Terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asked you to leave your father and your mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
No, Papa. He did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
But Hodel...
Papa, how can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Hopeless now, I stood with him, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him.
the wilderness to perform a wedding.
Papa, I promise you, we will be married under canopy.
Well, no doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Give him my regards, that Joseph of yours. I always thought he was a good man. Tell him I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
Then we will leave it in his hands. Take good care of her. See she dresses warm.
Have you heard the news? A new arrival in Montview and Tzeitel. New arrival in Montview and Tzeitel? I must congratulate them. Rabbi, have you heard the news? A new arrival in Montview and Tzeitel.
Really?
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Shingle! Where are you running?
To my son Montel's. There's a new arrival.
Thank you very much.
Mazel tov, Tzeitel.
You got it.
I got it.
It's beautiful.
I know.
Have you tried it yet?
Look,
Beautiful.
I know. And in less than a minute. Look how close and even the stitches are.
Beautiful.
I know. From now on, all my clothing will be perfect. Made by machine. No more handmade sewing. Rabbi, my new sewing machine.
Mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
There's a blessing for everything. Amen.
Amen.
And the baby, how is the baby?
He's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I came for the shirt.
It's ready.
See, it's our new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I best be going.
Good day.
How does it work?
Oh, it's an amazing thing, really. You operate it with this foot pedal here, which causes this to turn. And this thread here.
They still don't know about us? Tevye, you must tell them.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Tevye, let me try and talk to your father.
No, that would be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing. We're just talking. Papa, Fiat
Papa? I would be much happier if you and he remained friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course. All creatures on earth have a name.
Fiatka is not a creature, Papa. Fiatka is a man.
Who says he isn't? But he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind, which translated means a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No, Hava. Some things do not change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Fiatka and I. We want to be married.
Married? Do you know what this means, marrying outside the faith?
But Papa!
No, Hava! Never speak of this again. Never see him again. Never say his name again. Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you.
You're finally here. Let's go home. It's time for supper.
I want to see Model's new machine.
You'll see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman! before I get angry. And when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After we finish supper, I'll faint. Come home.
Rhoda, I am the man of the house. I am the head of the family, and I want to see Model's new machine now. There, let's go home. Dear God, how long can that horse of mine complain about his leg? Dear Lord, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he walk on 3? I know, I'm too upset about my horse. I realize he's one of your creatures, that he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, and the right to work like a horse. And I'm so sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know, I should try pushing it a while.
Tevye! Tevye!
What?
It's Kava. She left home this morning with Vietka.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? Go home, Golda. We have other children there. Go home. You have work to do. I have work to do. Go home. Bahama is dead to us. Go home. Little bird, little Avila, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you were, Havila, Havila. Little bird, little Avila, you were always everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Avila, Avila. Accept them? How can I accept them? Could I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, could I deny my own child? On the other hand, Can I turn my back on my faith, my people? If I bend that far, I'll break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No other. No other.
Golda, are you home? I've got the 2 boys. The boys I told you about. Here they are, Golda. Wonderful boys, both learned boys, Golda, from good families. Each one a prize, a jewel. You couldn't do better for your girls. Just right, from the top of the tree.
I don't know yet. My girls are still so young.
So what do they look like? Grandfathers? Meanwhile, they'll be engaged. Nothing to worry about later. No looking around. Their future's signed and sealed.
Which one for which one?
What's the difference? Take your pick.
Golda, is Reb Tevye?
Yes, but he's in the house. Why, is there some trouble?
Girls, call your father.
Go home. Tell your parents I'll talk to them.
What is it? Why are you all gathered together like a bunch of goats?
Reb Tevye, have you seen the constable today?
No, why? There are some rumors in town. We thought because you knew him so well, he may have told you what is right and what is not.
What rumors?
Someone from Zaladen told me that there was an edict issued in Petrograd, that all the...
Welcome, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world?
I see you have company, Tevye.
They're my friends.
It is just as well. What I have to say is for their ears also. Tevye, how much time will you need to sell your house and all your household goods?
Why should I sell my house? Is it in somebody's way?
I came here to tell you that you are going to have to leave Anatevka.
Leave Anatevka? What have I done to deserve such an honor?
Not just you, of course, all of you. At first I thought you might be spared because of your daughter Hodel.
My daughter is dead.
I understand. At any rate, it applies to all of you. You will have to go.
But this corner of the world has always been our home. Why should we leave?
I don't know. There's trouble in the world. Troublemakers.
Like us.
You're not the only ones. Your people will have to leave all the villages. Alone, Ramalevka, the entire district must be empty. I have here an order that says you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days.
3 days?
And you, who have known us all your life, you would carry out such an order.
I have nothing to do with it. Don't you understand?
Oh, we understand.
What if we refuse to go?
You will be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Keep our home!
Damn.
I wouldn't advise it against our army.
Well, I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home, my land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days.
A lifetime, a piece of paper, and get thee out.
We should get together with the people of Zalod. They might have a plan.
Defend ourselves, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Oh, very good. And then we'd all be blind and toothless.
Grandma, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't now be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait someplace else. Meantime, let's start packing.
He's right. I'll see you before I go.
3 days. I have more than 100 bottles of vodka. What will I do with them?
Where shall I go with my wife, her parents, and 3 children?
Well, Anatevka hasn't been exactly the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A pan.
A broom.
A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench.
A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass through Anatevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood.
A piece of cloth.
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatevka. Anatevka.
instead of many, many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
Where will we live in America?
With Uncle Abram. He doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us. We will be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Mom, be careful with these. My mother and father, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda, darling, I had to see you before I left because I have such news for you. Golda, darling, remember yesterday I told you I didn't know where to go, what to do with these old bones. Now I know. You want to hear? I'll tell you. All my life I've dreamed of going to one place, and now I'll walk, I'll crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem, next year in the Holy Land.
You're going to the Holy Land.
You guessed! And do you know why? Because in my sleep, my husband, my Aaron, he came to me and he said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. Usually, of course, I wouldn't listen to him because, good as he was, too much brains he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign, right? So somehow or other, I'll go to the Holy Land. And do you want to know what I'll do there? I'm a matchmaker, no? I'll arrange marriages, yes? So I'm going to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So goodbye, Golda.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well and go in peace.
Maybe next time, Golda, we'll meet on happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer. We suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
We'll have to hurry, Golda. Come, Golda. We have to leave soon.
Leave. It sounds so easy.
We'll all be together again soon. Model, Tzeitel, the baby. You'll see. That model, he's a person.
And Hodel and Perchik, when will we ever see them?
Do they come visiting every Sabbath from Siberia as it is? You know what she writes. She works. He sits in prison. Someday he'll be set free. And together, they'll turn the world upside down. Meanwhile, the other children are with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golda. We have to finish.
I still have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tevye, I'm off.
Where are you going, Ellison?
Chicago, America. My wife, Ruma Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
Well, that's nice.
I hate it. But a relative is a relative. Goodbye, Tevye.
Tzeitel, are they finished in there?
Almost, Papa. Papa! Papa will see you.
I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him.
He will not listen.
But at least he will hear.
Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama that you...
Papa! We came to say goodbye, Papa. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among those who can do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Papa, Mama.
Yes, we're also leaving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence. Come, Hava.
Goodbye, Papa. Fiedka.
God be with you.
God be with you. We'll write to you in America, if you like.
We will be staying with Uncle Abram.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. The whole world has to know our business.
Stop yelling and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
I don't need your advice, Golda. Tzeitel, don't forget the baby. We have a boat and a train to catch. Spritza, Jelka, get those bundles on the carts.
Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Papa.
Work hard, Mom. Come to us soon.
I will, Tevye. I will work hard.
Golda, we can leave those pots.
No, we can't.
Very well. We'll take them.
We're going on a train and a boat. Stop that! Behave yourselves. We're not in America yet.
Come, children. Let's go.